नमस्कार, तुम्ही पळयतात गोयचे राजकारण विथ साईदत्त कामत. 7 मे लागीं पावता आणि 7 मे लागीं पावता आसतना कोणच्यो घडामोडी घडटात आणि कितें घडामोडी मुखारी जातल्यो हाजेरच गोयचे खासदार कोण आसतले हाजो रिजल्ट आमकां 4 जूनाक कळपाचो आसा. पूण गोयच्या राजकारणाचेर उलयता आसतना कितें आमचे इश्यूज आसात, कितें ते फॅक्टर्स आसात जे आमच्या खासदारांक जे कोण निवडून येवपाचे आसात तांकां पार्लमेंटाक पावयतले, हे खुबशे इश्यूसाचेर उलोवपा खातीर आज आमचे बरोबर आसात एक इंटलेक्च्युअल, स्मार्ट अँड हँडसम MLA फ्रॉम ऑर्डोना कॉन्स्टिट्युएन्सी, मिस्टर कार्लोस एल्वारेस फेरेरा. सर, वी वेलकम यू टू द शो.
थँक यू व्हेरी मच.
कार्लोस बाब, सगळ्यात पयलो क्वेश्चन, कशें आसा वारें? म्हाका खबर आसा तुम्ही काँग्रेस लिडर, ऑब्वियसली इन फेवर ऑफ काँग्रेस यू विल स्पीक. पूण आज जेन्ना आमी पळयतात, हांव तुमकां सरळ हो प्रश्न विचारपाचें कारण म्हणल्यार काँग्रेसीन पयलीं कॅन्डिडेट डिक्लेअर करपाक मातसो वेळ केलो आनी आज अशें म्हणटात की घराघरांनी वचून किंवा खंयी वचून असो जो काँग्रेसीचो प्रचार जावपाक जाय आशिल्लो BJPन कंप्लीट केलो, पूण काँग्रेस मातशी फाटीं दिसता. खंय तुमकां अशें वारें कितें आडकळ्ळ्या बिडकळ्या दिसता काय एवरीथींग इज गोईंग ऑन व्हेरी स्मूथली?
सो फर्स्ट प्रश्न एक सांगता तुका की हांव जाणा आमचे कॅन्डिडेट अनाउन्समेंट करपाक लेट जाले, डिले जाले, बट आय थिंक अ डिसिजन हॅज बीन टेकन, वेल कन्सिडर्ड डिसिजन बाय द पार्टी अँड इन कन्सल्टेशन विथ द इंडिया अलायन्स. आतां घरा पावपाक this is not like an assembly election. This is a parliamentary election. Parliamentary election now, parliamentary candidate gara asna. It is our booth workers which go. And it is our booth workers which are required to connect. Warok asa, not because I am a supporter and I am a member of the Indian National Congress and I belong to opposition, but warok ite asa, the air is completely of disappointment, disenchantment, lok kushna आणि लोक इंचात्ता, why do we need to vote this same person again another time? Because we need to know तेगे रिपोर्ट काडचे कसले काम केला, कसले डेव्हलपमेंट केला आनी ते डेव्हलपमेंटाचे कितले लोकांक नोकरी घाल्या. सो दीज आर द बेसिक टू फंडामेंटल इश्यूज विच द यूथ आर आस्किंग, सिनियर्स आर आस्किंग. कित्याक तूं जाणा आवय बापूय पासून ते उस्केतात ते आमगे भुरग्यांक बरें नोकरी मेळटले, सिक्युअर्ड जॉब मेळटले. एंड वेन यू हॅव दॅट चान्स, वेन यू हॅव दॅट केपेबिलिटी, वेन यू हॅव दॅट ऑपॉर्च्युनिटी भुरग्यांक घालपाक आनी तुवें केलें ना 25 वर्साक, लोक बेजार जाला. तूं पळय दुसरे स्टेटीन दुसरे मिनिस्टर जाले तेन्ना लोकां भरपूर ते स्टेटीचे लोकांक चेपयताले जॉबान, केशे लेफ्ट रायट सेंटर म्हणपाचें न्ही, एनी हाव ते घाताले. आनी आमचे खंय आमचे भुरगे इतले शिकले, आमचे भुरगे इतले क्वॉलिफायड, आमचे भुरगे ट्रेनींग करून घरा बसून थोडे बोटी वचपा पडले, थोडे भायर वचपा पडले. आवय बापा सदांच चिंता आमचे भुरगे शिक्षण करून हिंग नोकरी, बरी नोकरी मेळटली आनी भायर गेले जाल्यार मागीर लॉस जाता, कित्याक आमच्यानी जॉब ऑपॉर्च्युनिटी दिवपाक जायना. So this is basically the air which is going on of disenchantment. And they are looking for a change.
So you say that we are looking for a change. पूण looking for a change म्हणटा आसतना आमी जेन्ना श्रीपाद भाऊ कडेन उलयले ह्याच संदर्भांत म्हणया किंवा ह्याच विशयाचेर म्हणया, श्रीपाद भाऊ म्हणपाक लागले की आमकां चेंज जाय. ही कसली चेंज? आपूण फाटले 5 टर्म जाले आपूण निवडून आयला आनी आपणें काम केल्लें आसा, आपूण लोकांक पर्सनली पावयलो आसा, म्हणून म्हणपाक लागले लोकांनी आपल्याक इतली वर्सां निवडून हाडलो आनी ह्याय फाटी बी लोक आपल्याक मतदान करून परत एक फाटी खासदार म्हणून निवडून हाडटले. हाजेर ओपोजिशना कडेन कितें मेसेज आसा किंवा कितें पॉयंट आसा श्रीपाद भाऊक टार्गेट करपाक? हे हांव न्ही, हे स्वता श्रीपाद भाऊन आमकां त्या दिसाक विचारलें. सो आतां हे तुमी खंयच्या एंगलान पळयतात?
सर, खंयचे कॅन्डिडेट आसात ते हांव जनरली हांव म्हणटलो, स्पेशली श्रीपाद भाऊ म्हणटलो इज अ गूड मॅन, बट गूड मॅन घरा बसोवपाचो. कित्याक आमी पार्लिमेंटाक गूड मॅन बेश्टे धाडनात, वी नीड अ परफॉर्मींग मॅन. सो परफॉर्मर आसपा जाय. हांव सदां विचारता श्रीपाद भाऊ, तुमी कितले पाटी तुमी पार्लिमेंटाक आयकला ताका पळयला उबो रावला आनी उलयलो म्हणून? गोंयचें सोड, कितें उबो रावला आनी उलयलो म्हण तें तेणें आन्सर करपाचें. नंबर 2, गोंयचे हिशोब कितें काडला इन पार्लिमेंट and outside parliament with the central government किती काडला. If he can answer these questions, I think he has won more than half the battle. म्हूण बेश्टो धाडपा थिंगा खुर्ची गरम करपाक आनी परत येवपाक सांगपाक आनीक 5 वर्स आनी हे फाटी लास्ट टायम म्हाका आनी 5 वर्स दी. आय थिंक आमी बेश्टे लोकांक फुकट धाडनात थिंगा. आमकां जाय वी आर सेंडिंग समवन फॉर अ रिजल्ट. तूं म्हाका एक आय थिंक केस दिल जाल्यार आय कांट गो एंड से जुईज बरो न्ही दुसरो आदो कादर म्हाका खायलो यशेश जाले. I can't give you bad results. A bad carpenter always blames his tools. So that is why for him to be overconfident with non-performance, I think that this will be a very funny scenario. Now you look at it. It is not because he was an MP. MP आसा तेन्ना तूं जाणा under MP LED scheme म्हणून पयशे येतात MPक. We also now as MLAs we are getting under MLA LED scheme. Gutter korpak, crematorium korpak, musundi korpak. These are things which are like, I would say, passé. When Shripad Bau has been until today, to Kendriya Mantri asa. When you are a minister of the central government, there is so much power in your hand. The power is there not just as an MP. तुगे फकत ते एमपीचे 5 कोटीचे फंड तुका येते फकत ते न्ही. यू हॅव अ बजेट फॉर युअर डिपार्टमेंट. यू हॅव अ बजेट फॉर युअर मिनिस्ट्री. विथ दॅट why could you not build something here, some infrastructure which would generate employment for our youth, which would generate even ancillary employment for people. काही केलं ना.
बट वॉट अबाउट आयुष हॉस्पिटल? कारण श्रीपाद भाऊ आज प्रचारात आयुष हॉस्पिटल आपण बांधले. लॉट्स ऑफ पीपल विल गेट द एम्प्लॉयमेंट.
आय विल टेल यू. फर्स्ट श्रीपाद भाऊ आशिल्लो डिफेन्स मिनिस्टर, स्टेट मिनिस्टर फॉर डिफेन्स. तेजे तुवें कितें आयकलां तेणें केलां? कांय ना. आफ्टर दॅट ही वॉज आय थिंक इवन स्टेट मिनिस्टर फॉर फायनान्स. ह्या सायडीन बँक बंद करपाक लागले. merging banks, closing banks, people losing jobs, people being displaced, and people even having problems in their operational accounts. What kind of a system? Come to the next thing. He was state minister for tourism. Then he was minister for Ayush. Ayush, he has built one hospital. I'll come to that. And now today I think he is tourism minister. Full-fledged tourism, cabinet tourism minister. Tourism minister जाल्यार तुवें कितें केलें infrastructure गोंयचे पासत? वयल्यान तो स्वामी ब्रह्मेशानंद स्वामी हिंगाचो कुंदयचो म्हणटा कालांगूट हॅज बिकम थायलँड. इट इज शेमफूल. इट इज नॉट समथींग विच वी शूड एक्चुअली से. इट इज शेमफूल बिकॉज वी डोंट वॉन्ट गोवा टू बिकम थायलँड और बैंकॉक. इट हैज गॉट इट्स ओन नेम. गोवा हैज गॉट अ गुड नेम. And I think we should be able to develop our tourism. Make our tourism unique and different because everybody else is offering better destination offers, cheaper destination offers, and we will miss the bus because after mining tourism is our golden goose. And Teja, you don't know how to capitalize on it, then it becomes a sad story. Come to the shacks. Shacks kitle late release kele. Shack policy came late, then the allotment of shacks came late. Then you started saying that कोटेचे शेक घालूंक वयतात. You think how people आमगे बारीक धंदो करूंक वयतात ते इतले 2 कोटी 3 कोटी शेकाचे घातले. Those will be 5-star shacks for the rich and the famous and the bold and the beautiful. It won't be for our fishermen, for our locals, for our lokak जाशना ते. And मागीर you have to pay the money, you must recover that. कितकोन जातले? Unless you are doing some different type of trading, unwanted kind of trading. Then you can recover this money, or you're trying to siphon off your black money and pass it off over here. Our honest Goan cannot do this. So this has been a total failure. Now you come to Ayush Hospital. Ayush Hospital, I म्हणलं त्यांना, हांवें एक आरोप घाले तेन्ना तेंचेर की श्रीपाद भाऊन कसले प्रोजेक्ट केले म्हणून. म्हाका it took the chief minister to reply to me by saying 1,200 project केले म्हणून. And I should go and see in Ayush what he has done. I will go to Ayush Hospital and I will also make a separate interview on that afterwards.
Sure.
Because I have certain things which I've already been foretold. So I need to exactly verify, confirm, because I don't want to speak best ulopak when I will not speak. I will confirm it and I will be able to speak. But as far as 1,200 projects in Goa, don't tell me ambulances, don't tell me gutters, don't tell me Musundi. You tell me worthy projects which has generated revenue, which has generated job opportunities. SLA project is what I am talking of. If you are talking 1,200 project, tuzana goinje pasun 50 or sago zainat. So how can you do 1,200 project? Dodya marpache. If you are going in from Bhagwan to Panchim, dispache hui. There is no project like this worthy which can be seen. Now, MPT ASA is a central government. Think on a job bagaila. Goa shipyard ASA. There is such a thing which is going on in Goa shipyard. You and I virtually cannot get a job there.
कित्याक लागून म्हणटा तुमी कित्याक लागून जॉब मेळना गोंयकारांक थंय?
There is so much internal politics which keeps happening that one officer tries to bring his own people. Then the minister wants to pressurize by get my people. And in the process, our fellow keeps quiet. If he had stood up and said, tum khabar asa, ek Rajasthan bits pilani mun asa. They have demanded 50% for our students. And because 50% is there for their students of Rajasthan can get into bits pilani.
सो तुम्ही म्हणतात की खंय तरी आमचे बाकीचे लिडर्स जर देशाचे कंपेर केले जाल्यार आमचे श्रीपाद भाऊ वीक पडटात.
सामको कांय केलें ना. सो हांव एक सांगता तुका, थर्ड पार्टी म्हाका एक पार्टी आयिल्लो कोण सांगपा वी वॉन्ट टू गिव यू एन अवॉर्ड म्हण. म्हाका मागले इतले लाख दी आमी तुका डेली अवॉर्ड दितले म्हण. तेसले अवॉर्ड मेळ्ळो ते कांय जायना. सो दीज कायंड ऑफ गिविंग अवॉर्ड एंड ही बेस्ट हे म्हणलो बेस्ट पार्लिमेंटेरियन तेच कांय लागना.
म्हणजे तुम्ही सामको स्ट्रेट अवे आरोप करतात की हे जे अवॉर्ड्स जावं तो आमच्या स्टेट गव्हर्नमेंटाक मेळ्ळो किंवा श्रीपाद भाऊक मेळ्ळा, हे सगळे अवॉर्ड्स विच आर एक्चुअली बॉट अँड सोल्ड.
Absolutely. I will show you. If there is a big this thing given to somebody to do a big function, that person through somebody keeps organizing and giving award. This is what is going on. You look at it, the game which is played. But coming back to this, in shipyard I was talking. Now you come to Ayush Hospital. Ayush Hospital तेणें सांगलां चोय म्हण. तुमकां खबर आसा आनी हांव तुका दिता. You can incorporate it in your reply also. In this video if you can, if you edit it. म्हाका CMन सांगलां, श्रीपाद भाऊन सांगलां, आदोगाद कालुसा खबर ना कितले जॉब दिले. ही शूड फायंड आउट फ्रॉम द स्टेट गव्हर्नमेंट म्हण, बिकॉज डेटा आहा म्हण ते कडेन. हांवें असेंब्लीन हो प्रश्न विचारलो. आनी स्टेट गव्हर्नमेंटान रिप्लाय कितें दिला, वी हॅव नो डेटा बिकॉज दीस अंडर सेंट्रल गव्हर्नमेंट म्हण.
म्हणजे हे ताजेर घालतात ते हाजेर घालतात आनी तुमी म्हणटात की डेटा बिटा कांय ना, ह्यो सगळ्यो फटाश्यो.
दिवपा सोदनात. डेटा आसा, दिवपा सोदनात. कित्याक एक्सपोज जातले कितले गोंयकारांक आयले ते.
म्हणजे लोकांक जॉब मेळ्ळ्या पूण गोंयकार खूब कमी आसा जाल्यार गोंयकार एक तर कोणूच ना अशें तुमी म्हणटा.
Very few it will be, handful. You understanding? So this is a written reply in the assembly, which I have got. So and it was given by an answer to Cruz Silva, if I am not mistaken. So you understanding? This is the thing. At Mopa Airport is another central government project. It's a joint venture with Government of Goa. आता थिंगा हांव वयता मोपा एअरपोर्टा, कितले गोंयकार आसात, व्हेरी हँडफूल एंड व्हेरी हँडफूल. आनी तुमी आमी गेले थिंगा आमकां कळटा हो गोंयकार न्ही जाल्यार वॉट दे आर स्पिकींग द लँग्वेज. सो दीस इज वॉट आय एम सेयींग. यू मेक दीस लिस्ट. आमी हाडटात तेन्ना सपोज यू वॉन्ट टू गो फॉर अ जॉब, तूं बिहार वच, कलकत्ता वच, तूं घातले तुका मेळटले जॉब. यू मे बी द बेस्ट टू द बेस्ट बट मेळटले. It is not possible. Why? Because they have so much strength, so much unity that they will not allow another person to come in. But Ami Songle welcoming everyone. You come so that we don't know how they come and what is the parameters for bringing them and giving them.
म्हाका दिसता खंय तरी हे जे तुमी स्टेटमेंट दिला ताजेर तुमी आनीक एक जो खासदार जावपा खातीर जो उबो रावला, नवी पार्टी रिव्होल्युशनरी गोवन पार्टी आनी तांचो सुप्रिमो मनोज परब, हांकां तुमी ह्या स्टेटमेंटाचेर जे तुमी दिला ताचेर सपोर्ट करतात. कारण ते सदांच म्हणटात भायल्यांक गोंयाक हाडून भायल्यांक जॉब दिता, गोंयकारांक जॉब मेळना. ते मागीर पणजे मार्केटाक आसनी नाजाल्यार खंयचोय सेंट्रल गव्हर्नमेंटाचो प्रोजेक्ट आसनी. हाव वील यू सी दीस स्टेटमेंट एंड युअर स्टेटमेंट? इज देर एनी म्युच्युअल अंडरस्टँडिंग और म्युच्युअल कन्फर्मेशन?
ना. डीड यू सी हिज लेटेस्ट स्टेटमेंट that we are not against migrants म्हणून? So I think that you must get a clarification from him. Because his tenor of attack has always been against outside people. But now the latest statement which I have seen, if I'm not mistaken, it was on Times of India, which says that we are not actually against migrants, but they should come and stay in accordance with law. So I think you need to find out exactly what is the focus and what is their this thing. Because I can't say that we are aligning or something like this, because you are having this kind of a stand which is the recent stand, then I think better we should get a clarification from that angle.
तुम्ही उत्तर गोंयचे काँग्रेसीचे एकमेव आमदार जे सद्याक 3 जण जे काँग्रेसीचे आमदार आसात तातूंत भितर आसात. एक गोष्ट तुम्ही जी उलयले तातूंतली हांव हायलायट करपाक पळयतलो ती म्हणल्यार तुम्ही सांगले की स्वामी ब्रह्मेशानंदान जे कितें म्हणलें की कलंगूट आज थायलंडा भशेन जाला आनी ते तुम्ही श्रीपाद भाऊ खंय तरी कनेक्ट केले बिकॉज ही इज कॅबिनेट ट्युरिझम मिनिस्टर. तुमकां दिसना की स्थानीक आमदाराले थंय कितें तरी एक मत येवपाक जाय, तांचो स्टेटमेंटूय आयिल्लो किंवा हे सगळे स्थानीक आमदारांक सारके जाग्यार घालपाक जाय आशिल्लें. हाव यू आर रिलेटिंग दीस टू श्रीपाद भाऊ? कारण श्रीपाद भाऊ जरी MP जालो, जरी युनियन कॅबिनेट मिनिस्टर जालो, हे एक म्हाका दिसता की खंयचे तरी एक कॉन्स्टिट्युएन्सीच्या पुरती लिमिटेड आसा किंवा एक जाग्या पुरती लिमिटेड आसा. आनी तुमी 100% शुअर आसात की जे स्वामी ब्रह्मेशानंदान जो स्टेटमेंट दिलो, इज इट 100% ट्रू?
See, it's matter of perception. It's a matter of what people are viewing. Why people are coming here to Goa. First, BJP सांगलोले कसिनो काटले म्हणून. कसिनो 100 दिसान मागीर हे पार्टी सांगले 100 दिसान काटले म्हणून. पणजेचो आमदार. कितें जालें? Casinos we have known are these which have brought in sin. And with all these, people are coming for kind of tourism which will related to this casino culture. And he would not be wrong in what he's saying, because many of the tourists who are coming, आमचे local tourists येतात ते, they look for what the good tourists don't look for. And the perception therefore is not wrong what he speaks about, because we can't have the perception that Goa is moving to become Thailand or Bangkok. Then the good tourists go away. You know that charter येतात ना. When there were charter tourists, there were certain tourists from certain nations येताले तेन्ना they were very loud, boisterous, fighting. So the good ones used to not come if they were coming.
म्हणजे क्वालिटी टुरिस्ट जो एक शब्द यूज करतात सदांच ताज्या विशयी तुम्ही उलयता.
हय. Now you spoke about local आमदार आसा तो. Now see, there are two parts. One is local Amdar is naturally concerned about the local place. But you have a local tourism minister and you have a central tourism minister. And therefore, it is the tourism subject is in concurrent list, which means both union can have and state can have. So therefore, when union ministry has got higher powers, now why I say higher powers? If the central government can bring in something, it can override the state powers in a concurrent list. You understand? Not under, that's under list 3, not under list 2. List 1 is union list, exclusively for union. List 2 is exclusively for state, and concurrent list is where both can operate. But when the central government brings something in the concurrent list, in respect of the concurrent list, it will override the state powers. You understanding? So Akida Munda, you have that wherewithal with you. You have the focus on which you can say that आम्ही funds दितले तुका for development, but it must be channelized in this manner for these kind of projects which will be good for the state, which will be good for the economy, good for the people, and generate employment, generate revenue, generate foreign exchange. But if you don't have this kind of a vision, if you don't have this kind of thought, and you're just allowing everything to run as it is, and it becomes worse day by day, naturally, your performance is not what you have been entrusted with.
कार्लोस बाब, मुखार वचून स्टेटीचेर आनी राज्याचेर चड उलोवचे पयलीं म्हाका आनीक एक टॉपीक क्लोज करपाक जाय, तो म्हणजे लोकसभा इलेक्शना खातीरच की मनोज परब जो RGP सुप्रिमो आसा ताणें हालींच एक स्टेटमेंट दिला की जे काँग्रेसीक कोण पळय 2 जाण कॅन्डिडेट जे काँग्रेसीन फील्ड केल्यात किंवा जे नॉमिनेट केल्यात उत्तर गोंयाचे आनी दक्षिण गोंयचे, ते दोनूय खंय BJPन फिक्स केल्ले कॅन्डिडेट काँग्रेसीचो लिडर किंवा जे ठरावीक काँग्रेसीचे लिडर आसात दे आर इन टच विथ चीफ मिनिस्टर डॉक्टर प्रमोद सावंत आणि सर्वे करून ज्यांचें नांव सगळ्यात सकल येता की हो मनीस कसो जिखपाना ताका फील्ड कर किंवा ताका नॉमिनेट कर म्हणून काँग्रेस आणि बीजेपी हांचे मदीं सेटिंग जाता आणि काँग्रेसीचो तो उमेदवार ठरता.
See, as far as the so-called setting with the party, it is completely false. Congress has given a candidate after due thought process. Setting म्हणून केले जाल्यार making allegations without any proof is not right. But I want to say that we have put up the best candidates. We know the character of the individual. We know the performance of the individuals. Tumi pore Ramakant Khalap asa. He has been not only a 5 or 6 times legislator in the MLA, but he was also Union Central Minister of Law and Justice. He has performed and he has stood out not only for Goa but also for the nation. That side, South Goa, we have given a very remarkable person like a former naval officer, Captain Viriato, who has also been a Kargil warrior in the, he went for Kargil war, and he is a true Goan also, just like Ramakant Khalap. What can you say that is fixing by giving candidates like this? It's very in politics there are people who makes allegations without there being any fire. Actually, they make smoke without fire. And I think that this is trying to make a tailspin so that लोक confused जातले म्हणून आणि लोक आमचे काँग्रेस पार्टीचे कॅन्डिडेटाचे दुबाव घालपाक. So but I think that people will rise and be able to see the picture, and they'll be able to see that our candidates are, one, genuine, number 2, that our candidates are mature enough, number 3, that our candidates are performers, and number 4, that our candidates will speak, roar and deliver in Delhi.
हे जाले गोंयचे खासदाराचे. दर्या गोंयचे दोन्ही काँग्रेसीचे खासदार निवडून येतले. उत्तर गोंयच्यान रमाकांत कलप आणि साऊथ गोंयच्यान कॅप्टन विरियाटो फेर्नांडीस. एज अ नेशन, इंडिया अलायन्स जेन्ना बीजेपी विरुद्ध किंवा एनडीए विरुद्ध फायट करता, देशाक तुमकां वारें कशें कितें दिसता? कारण देशाक आज एक असो परत एक हे जाला, अबकी बार 400 पार म्हणटा आसतना ओपिनियन पोल इज गिविंग 300+ टू बीजेपी, आणि तातूंत भितर ओपोजिशन जे आसा ते जावं मागीर काँग्रेस आसूं, आम आदमी पार्टी आसूं, तृणमूल काँग्रेस आसूं, दे आर लुकिंग नोवेर.
I have heard an answer to this, that ते 400 बार कित बोलते हैं?
अब की बार 400 बार इस स्लोगन गिवन बाय बीजेपी.
अब की बार पोको फारते कित्या तुम्ही पळयत व्हिडिओज येतात दुसरे स्टेटीचे, लोकां धांवडावन कातात बीजेपी लिडरान. आज तेजस्वी सूर्याक बेंगलोर हूंय गेलो तेन्ना मिटिंगा, तो दाराक धांवतालो भायर, लोक तेका फकत प्रश्न विचारतालो, लोक अटॅक करूं येयना तेका, लोक तेका प्रश्न विचारूं येयलो, हो पळोवन गेलो आनी धांवतालो तुमकां दिसता थिंगा. कित्याक? तुजें लोकां फेस करूं जायना. बस तूं चुकलें जाल्यार माफी माग, नो प्रॉब्लम. उत्तर प्रदेश एक व्हिडिओ हांवें पळयला, लोक हजारांनी रस्त्यार आहात आनी डिक्टेटरशीप नाकात म्हणून.
सो तुम्ही म्हणटात की ह्या लोकांचो आवाज आसा तो ह्या केंद्र सरकाराच्या विरुद्धाक आसा.
एक हांव सांगता तुका, ऑल डिक्टेटरशीप आसा. दिस इज रनिंग इन स्टायल ऑफ हिटलर. दे हॅव टेकन, सॉरी बट दे हॅव ट्राय टू कंट्रोल द मिडिया. Straight what Hitler did. Do you remember Hitler also started, Hitler start kelle, he used to give a talk on the radio, and everybody had to put on their transistor and listen, and they had wardens kon gawan rastyar roitale to see whether you have put on your radio and to fine portale. Man ki baat does not sound similar. They promised, Hitler promised Volksgermanschaft, बोलले अच्छे दिन. It was copied here and promised अच्छे दिन. It was like an opium. तो अच्छे दिन येतले म्हण. It's like how the Israelis are searching for the promised land. अजून ते सोदतात. So this is what is happening. Then you spoke that you will eradicate black money. कित जालें कालादान हाडटाले म्हणटाले स्वित्झर्लंडासून लास्ट कित जालें हिंगा तुमी इलेक्ट्रल बॉन्ड्स केले.
पूण काळा धन आणि करप्शनाच्या अगेन्स्ट फायट करता आसतना 2016 जो एक नोटबंदीचो प्रकार घडलो, इट वॉज लायक अ फायट अगेन्स्ट करप्शन म्हणून मोदी सरकारान सांगलें. तुमकां दिसना की इट वॉज द फर्स्ट स्टेप अगेन्स्ट करप्शन?
Nothing. It was, if you look at the timing of the notbandi, it was just before the elections then of Uttar Pradesh and all that. And it was just before the elections of the, it was 2016, ne?
Yes, 2016 November.
2017 were the elections.
गोंयाकूय तेन्ना
election
इलेक्शन
आशिल्ले. Uttar Pradesh and others. So lock केले पयशे and changed the notes. You had notes, but others had no notes. This is that notbandi was not with intention of Kaladan. And how much came? How much cash circulating came back into the kitty of the government? Even 100% did not come. Why? You look now, few days back, report indicates that now for the last 1 year, there is more cash in circulation than there was when it was withdrawn.
सो तुम्ही म्हणतात की होय एक प्रकारचो स्कॅमच जालो.
राव त्या टायमार तूं पळय at the same time some engineer in Gujarat was caught with some couple of crores bribe गेलो ते in new notes.
हय
तेका तेगे आतां कितको न्यू नोट्स तुका म्हाका 2400 रुपये विथड्रॉ करूंक पडटाले. आमगे पयशे नाशे जातले पूण तेंको कितको कोटेनी मेळ्ळे. Some other BJP netas were caught with some new currency notes. How could it happen? And they were flush with funds and they were choking others for funds. I will talk on this notbandi story in electoral bonds. Why I am talking of electoral bonds? Because you said हांव हाडटलो आनी लोकांक दाखयतलो कोणा कडेन. हिंगा तुमी इलेक्ट्रल बॉन्ड्स गेले आनी चेपयले, लिपयले, वयल्यान कायदो चेंज केले दाखोवपा न्ही म्हण. Nobody has a right to find. The Supreme Court unfortunately quash केले ते सगळे 3 कायदे. And list by तेन्ना there were lists which shows that people got raided, arrested by income tax, ED, CBI, आणि तुम्ही मागीर त्या लोक पयशे दितात तुमकां. एकलो there is some, I think one lottery company, its accounts were frozen. I may be wrong, but one of the companies' accounts were frozen. Yet that company gave 35 times of its net profit as electoral bonds to the BJP. How? From where did they get? If your accounts are frozen, they are frozen. How did you get?
Correct.
Was it some hawala money of the BJP being transited through your account? I don't know. It has to be investigated. The second set is somebody gives money and gets a contract. On 13th of April, a Hyderabad company was booked by CBI. Kityak? That they were already given a contract which was already given to somebody else. But they had given some 594 crores as electoral bond to the BJP, and they had also given some 192 crores to BRS.
So you think these electoral bonds is also going to have effect on this Lok Sabha elections?
I'm coming to this. Below that, there's also another article which says that this same company gave 140 crores to BJP in bonds, but got a project of 14,440 crores for building tunnel in Mumbai. So you understanding? So what I'm trying to say is, if you want to portray that opposition सगळे चोर म्हण, opposition is scamsters म्हण, I think this is the biggest scam. एक सिंपल सांगता हांव तुमकां, तुमी 2G स्कॅम काडला, व्हडल्या देशान व्हडलो बोवाड केलो, लोकांक सांगले चे चोर म्हण सगळे, कितें जालें? DM राजा सुटलो, काय ना म्हण, दिस इज युअर फॅन्टसी म्हणटा जुइजान, देर वॉज नो केस अगेन्स्ट हिम. आनीक एक तुमी ते कोलगेट म्हणले, कोलगेट स्कॅम, आनी सुप्रीम कोर्ट, लेट मी से वन थिंग, यू शूड नो वन लिटल बॅकग्राउंड. एनरॉन प्रोजेक्ट म्हूण आशिल्लो दाबोलाचे, तेन्ना पासून सुप्रीम कोर्टान चॅलेंज केल्लें. तेन्ना सांगलेलें दॅट दे हॅव नॉट ऑक्शनड इट. Supreme Court said these are specialized projects, and if by invitation it is being done from these companies who are specialists, nothing is wrong. So when Government of India followed those Supreme Court judgment, what could be wrong? But Supreme Court then decided that we don't agree with that judgment. We are overruling that judgment and now you must have it by auction. If you're overruling, it can't be a scam, you understanding?
Hi.
But there is one fundamental thing what happened. Supreme Court quashed that tender which was given to them. And when they went for open tender, they got even less than what was given by that time. So where was the scam?
So there was some kind of setting and fixing, everything was exposed when Supreme Court questioned.
Now I don't say it is exposed. Supreme Court quashed it and said you tender. Thinking that by tender you will get the best.
Correct.
Normally आमची belief किती आहे तो open tender का best असले.
Hi.
But they got less than what they had got without a tender. You understanding what I'm saying? The loss who suffered? State suffered. And दुसरी scam आहात ते किती झाले? चार्जशीट फाईल केलं ना, केस कबर झाली ना, पण परत काढतात there you are scamster म्हणून, you are corrupt म्हणून. You can't beat a dead horse. You can't flog a dead horse, which has nothing.
Correct.
You take up a real issue and say this is the thing. You look at statements being made loosely. कोण अटॅक केलो जातीचे काढतात. Insulted this.
कित्या खातीर दिसता तुमकां why they are like creating such nonsense issues अशें तुमी म्हणटात? What is the main reason of creating such issues?
If I was there, if there was something like this thing, and if we had a truly democratic setup fully functional, then I would have said that I would have whipped by saying stop this kind of things, otherwise we will have to get you FIR registered and put you in. It just passes by.
Hi.
And that is why people are getting encouraged. आणि कितें जाता, it's not uniting the nation, it's dividing the nation, sadly.
So you are saying people are against all these things and they want a change in the center. बरी गजाल आसा कार्लोस बाब. एक गजाल सगळे जाण म्हणटात की बीजेपीचे व्हडले लिडर, खास करून आता प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी सुद्दां कॅम्पेनिंगाक येवपाचे आसात गोंयांत. कुडचड्यार तांची सभा आसा अशें आयकुपाक येता. पूण काँग्रेस किंवा इंडिया अलायन्साचे कोणूच व्हडले लिडर, ते जावं मागीर राहुल गांधी किंवा ममता बॅनर्जी जावं अरविंद केजरीवाल, ते म्हणटा तूं भितर आसा, पूण कोणूच अशें ओपनली अजून भायर सरले नात कॅम्पेनिंगाक. आनी गोंयाक तर अजून कोणूच पावलो ना. कित्याक लागून दिसता तुमकां? लोक म्हणटात की इंडिया अलायन्सा कडेन लिडरूच ना, तांची युनिटी ना, दे आर ऑल सेपरेटेड. आनी दुसरें म्हणजे बीजेपी इज युनायटेड. हाजें कितें कनेक्शन आसा? Or if there is no connection, then why your leaders are not here for the campaigning?
At our coordination committee meeting, आम्ही decision घेतले about calling and inviting the star campaigners. They have shortlisted and they are seeing the availability of the star campaigners. You will get the names which our team will give. It's not that in Atman. It is only that we have to finalize who is going to be coming depending on the availability. Number 2. तुवें आयकलां मॉविन गुडिनान स्टेटमेंट केल्लें वास्को दाबोलीन थिंगा सांगपा सावथ गोवा कॅन्डिडेट येता तेन्ना तिका मंत्री करतले म्हणून. एंड नाव टू पुश फॉर दॅट.
ती मंत्री करतले काय शी इज केपेबल ऑफ बिकमिंग अ मिनिस्टर? हो तांचो स्टेटमेंट आशिल्लो.
No, I think he says she will become minister.
अच्छा.
You check that statement.
Yeah.
If she is going to become a minister, म्हणून श्रीपद भाऊ सोंपलो.
तुम्ही म्हणटात की तांच्याच लिडराच्या अगेन्स्ट हांगा उलयता.
I don't know the politics.
हय.
I don't know the politics, but you will know more politics, which I will speak after I will speak next time.
Definitely, surely we will spend more time with that time. But as we are coming towards the end of this interview, one more question I would like to ask. एक असो बोवाळ चल्ला की after election, remaining 3 Congress MLAs, they will also join BJP. आम्ही जेन्ना दाजी साळकार बाबाचो इंटरव्यू घेवपाक गेल्ले वास्को, तेय म्हणपाक लागले की तिनूय काँग्रेसीचे आमदार सीएमागेर वतात. कित्याक लागून वतात कितें कांय खबर ना. तेन्ना तांकां हांवें ओपन क्वेश्चन केल्लो की आर दे ऑल्सो प्लॅनिंग टू जॉइन बीजेपी? ताणें म्हणलें जर तर येता जाल्यार बरेंच जालें. सो हाव डू यू सी दीस स्टेटमेंट, नॉट फ्रॉम दाजी साळकार्स पॉयंट ऑफ व्यू बट फ्रॉम एवरीवन्स पॉयंट ऑफ व्यू? ते मागीर लोक सुद्दां उलयतात किंवा आमी टीव्हीचेर डिबेट पळयता आसतना आसूं, सोशल मिडियाचेर थोडे जोक्स येता आसतना आसूं. हाव डू यू लूक एट दीस स्टेटमेंट?
The opposition, the BJP, has got a WhatsApp university. And in the WhatsApp university, तूं जाणा कितें जातात. I don't have to say it.
हय.
हिटलराच्या टायमार एक मिनिस्टर ऑफ प्रोपगंडा म्हूण आशिल्लो. तेजें नांव गॅबल्स.
हय.
गॅबल्सान हिटलराक सांगलोलें tell a lie, repeat a lie, keep repeating a lie, people will believe it is true.
एक सत्य आसा ते जर एक फट आसा ते जर 100 फाटी फट सांगत रावलो जाल्यार ते मागीर खरें दिसपाक लागता.
लोक म्हणटा दॅट इज नो स्मोक विदाउट फायर, की आसतोलें म्हण थिंगा.
हय.
So if these people are capable of telling such kind of lies now, God help Goa.
पूण काँग्रेसीचे ऑलरेडी खुबशे आमदार इलेक्शन जातकीर 6 म्हयन्या भितर फुटून बीजेपी गेले. तातूंत भितर मागीर आशिल्ले काँग्रेसीचे आदले गोंयचे मुखेलमंत्री दिगंबर कामत जावं ते मायकल लोबो अशे खुबशे आमदार गेले. सो तुमकां दिसना की लोकांचो एक काँग्रेसी वेलो विश्वास खंय तरी उठला आनी जें कितें जाता ते जातले लोक आतां पळयतात.
Joy, those things which have happened, now that I am elected, we will make sure these things don't get repeated. Elements who have this kind of sword hanging over their head, according to me, should never be given tickets. Because out of fear, out of an assurance, त्यांचे केस सोपयतले म्हण, they expected like washing machine वयतले म्हणून. तूं जाणा आमचो रोहन गांवटे कितें म्हणटालो, वॉशिंग मशीन म्हणटालो, आनी तोच गेलो बीजेपीन.
बरोबर. हय.
हा मागीर आनी कोणा पाब्लो एस्कोबार म्हणटालो, तेका गेलो भितर बीजेपीन. सो एवरीथींग वीच दे नेम्ड, ते बीजेपीन पावोन ते शांत जाले. Is this not a joke? Is this not a mockery? Is this the BJP which people actually believe? Is this the BJP which LK Advani and Vajpayee had actually conceived and fought for and had grown, made it grow? These are nothing but total destroyers of nation. They are the destroyers of our state, because if they have love for it, they have love for the constitution, and if they have love for the constitution, they will uphold constitutional values, and they will not do this kind of defection. And to mark exam, what is the need of taking these defectors of Congress into BJP when you already had the numbers? So you were safe, you were comfortable. कितें वयलो?
तुमकां कितें दिसता, कितें रिजन आसतलें?
No, they had their cases pending. They said, and they used the phrase for development. I म्हणला previously, this is nothing but self-development. कित्याक लोकांचे डेव्हलपमेंट कितें जालें?
बरोबर.
That is important. See, आमी elected जातात तेन्ना we think of the people, we think of the common man, and that is a Congress culture.
Correct.
And see, it might have been that certain bad elements came in the Congress, spoiled the party name, and then brought the Congress down to where it went. But I think people still have hope for the Congress. लोक कित्याक रावताले to know the Congress candidate for so long? Why were people anxious in open, whether in newspapers, social media, everywhere? They were anxious to hear the Congress candidate announce its name.
Correct.
Because internally there is still that hope that Congress will save not just Goa but the nation. And I think that this is the message which every youth should remember, every adult should know. Amche, our girls, they are waiting for jobs. Our girls are waiting for good employments. Parents are looking that the children will get something. Awe bapu usken ravtat ki kenna metle. Not contract jobs, not daily wages job. They want regular jobs. And they want security.
Correct.
Because security aile buri through the children. Awe bapu pasun security ata. Gorak security ata. And tenka asa. It's not that they don't have the power to do. The vacancies asat, but they're not filling. They're not regularizing. I'm fighting in assembly. Regular government tenka. 10 वर्ष झाले ते जाणटे जातले मागीर दारा पोस्टमा पडटले.
बरोबर.
This is very sad.
Carlos Bab, coming towards the last question, and this question is not at Lok Sabha or national level, neither this is at Vidhan Sabha or state level. This question is at your Aldona constituency level, and this is my last question. When we met ex-MLA of Aldona, Mr. Glenn Ticklow last time, he straight away put allegations on you that you are never ever seen in Aldona constituency after elected as MLA, आणि खंयचे तरी एक प्रोजेक्टाचें ताणें नांव घेतलें, एका बिल्डिंगेचें नांव घेतलें, आनीक ताणें स्ट्रेट अवे एलिगेशन घालें की यू आर अ लायर, आनी दुसरें म्हणजे तुमी फक्त खंय पळय व्हडले व्हडले प्रोजेक्ट चलतात, कंस्ट्रक्शन चलता, थंयच MLA कार्लोस बाब दिश्टी पडटा. हाऊ डू यू सी दीस स्टेटमेंट एंड हीज ओपन एलिगेशन ऑन यू?
On Glenn Ticklow, I will give you a full-fledged reply. But I will just briefly tell you one thing. If Glenn Ticklaw was performing, people would not have sent him home.
सो म्हाका दिसता ह्या एक स्टेटमेंटाक तुमी तांकां सामकें आड घाल्यात आनी एक स्टेटमेंटाक सगळें उत्तर कवर जाता.
I also want to tell you one thing. The liar that Glenn Ticklaw is, I will prove it with documents.
हांगा काय असेंब्ली?
No, I will give a press.
Okay.
Because I document Magle and I will show you systematically liar that he is. I will also show you that he was playing communal politics. आणि एक स्टेटमेंट केलो तुका. I watched your video. सांगपाक as if to give a hint that आमच्या आल्दोना पंचायतीन फकत कन्स्ट्रक्शन चालू आहात म्हण आनी 80 कन्स्ट्रक्शन चालू आसात म्हण. Why does he not tell you the truth? Lies आहात तेन्ना, फोटे आहात तेन्ना, there are different ways of telling lies. One is you don't answer the question. The other thing is you dodge the reply. Third is you don't tell the full truth, you tell half truth and the other don't tell the other truth. Now I'll tell you. त्याने सांगलो ना, when he was an MLA, that he could not have an MRF shed built over there. Because the MRF shed could not be built, the panchayat had suffered a stay order and the panchayat could not give construction licenses. So when I stepped in, I became MLA. I muge zomin dil tenna MRF shed galpak. The shed was put up and High Court lifted the stay. Tedna there were 74 applications pending for construction license because over the years they accumulated. You understanding? And I want to say one more thing. I don't interfere in panchayat functioning. I don't find out whose file is coming and not coming. But I had calls from some people by saying, now the stay is lifted, please tell the panchayat to clear my file. Then I spoke to the panchayat. Panchayat said, we are going in order. We are not jumping the queue. But we can't do 74 in one day. So we are taking in batches and we will do it. So I replied back by saying, please forgive me, but the panchayat will do your work, but it will be in order. So please wait for your turn. It may be just 2 months or 3 months because every 15 days is the meeting.
Correct.
So they will clear your project and nothing to worry on that part of it. So therefore that 74 and then more start coming up. 6 more may become 80 and just showing you why. So you must, that is the half truth. He never told you that there was a stay. And they were afterwards running to give because everybody was desperately crowding Muge file clear. You understanding? So this. Number 2, I don't stop files at town planning or any other level. There were allegations in the past. These things were being done. I don't do it. I don't carry the file of anybody and give it to panchayat and tell them you pass this file. I don't interfere. You understanding? I think if this I say, it should be understood what I mean.
Yeah, absolutely.
So therefore, you should understand. And I can see frustration written on his face. कित्या 10 वर्सां कांय केलें ना तें आतां हांव सक्सीड जात म्हणून तो बेजार जालो आहा.
सो हे तुमी तांचेर सामकें ओपनली परत रिपीट एलिगेशन घालतात.
हांव तेका डॉक्युमेंट बाय डॉक्युमेंट घातलो आनी तेका चॅलेंज करतलो. तुमकां याद आसा अंडरग्रावंड केबलिंगाचें कितें म्हणलो तेन्ना तेणें सांगलो तेणें केलो म्हण प्रोजेक्ट आनी दाखयलो तेणें केलो तो स्क्रॅप केलो म्हण. हांवें नोट केलो तो, हांवें डिमांड केलो तो असेंब्ली मुज पासो तो अंडरग्रावंड केबलिंग 94 कोटीचो जाला. सो यू कॅन सी द कायंड ऑफ लायज. Because I said that he should stop telling lies, आत म्हाका लायर म्हणलो.
So these lies are coming in the form of frustration. This is what you want to say.
Absolutely. आनी लोकूय म्हणटा. आनी if you see one thing, तूं मुगे व्हिडिओ पळय. I'm not going for inauguration of gutters and footpaths. I don't want to be compared with that.
Correct.
We have to look at broader things. I will ask one simple question to you. आमच्या श्रीपद भाऊ भाशेन तो कितले फाटी असेंब्लीन उबो रावला, कसलो हिशोब मांडला आल्दोनचे कॉन्स्टिट्युएन्सीचे और एनी अदर इश्यूज एक्सेप्ट फॉर कॉंग्रॅच्युलेशन्स अँड कंडोलन्स. तूं म्हाका सांग.
म्हाका दिसता आमी आज इंटरव्यू घेता आसतना श्रीपाद भाऊय पार्लमेंटाक उबो रावलो ना आनी कॉन्स्टिट्युएन्सी लेवलाचेर प्रश्न केले तेन्ना तुमचो विरोधी म्हणजे एक्स MLA ग्लेन टिक्लो असेंब्लीक उबो रावलो ना. म्हाका दिसता ह्यो 2 गजाली हांगा सारक्यो लीक जाल्यो. कार्लोस बाब, थँक्यू सो मच. आमी तुमचे कडेन उलयतले ह्या विशयाचेर उलयतले आनी तुमची प्रेस कॉन्फरन्स घेतकीर परत आमी उलयतले. बट थँक्यू सो मच फॉर जॉयनिंग अस इन दीस गोंयचें राजकारण विथ साईदत्त कामत टुडे इन दीस एपिसोड. तर तुमी पळयलां आसतलें कशा पद्दतीन कार्लोस बाबान बरे तरेन आपले विचार मांडले आनी विचार मांडटा आसतना कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन वायज किंवा जे बाकीची सगळी जी सेक्शन्स ऍक्ट्स आसात कारण ते एक स्वताक आदोगाद आणि ते सारखे कायद्या प्रमाणे कशे आसपाक जाय ते तांणी सगळ्या खातीर हांगा बरे तरेन सांगिल्ले आसा आणि हाजेरच लोक 7 मेक जेन्ना लोकसभेचो खासदार निवडटा आसतना विचार करून मतदान करतले तेन्ना ह्यो सगळ्यो गजाली लक्षांत तर दवरतलेच आणि 4 जुनाक आमकां रिझल्ट कितें आसा तो कळटलो. पळयत रावात गोंयचें राजकारण विथ साईदत्त कामत ओन्ली ऑन RDX गोवा.
थँक्यू.